Alright, so for this video, I'm going to break it down into a couple little videos here. But here is your high wire. Okay, that's one of them. And I'm using a piece of dental floss. You could use dental floss. Usually I try to use a fishing line, but it's hard to see the fishing line on the video, so it's easier to see the floss. Okay, so on the top, here's your post. On the top of the post, you stick your into your fishing line through the top hole, and then you just feed it till it comes out the bottom like this. All right, that's the first step. Once you've done that, you're going to turn it sideways, and I'm giving you this little thing that I made out of a paper clip. It's got a little hook on the end, and in just a second I'll show you how that works in the next video. All right, so you've got, oops, now I dropped it. Give me a second. There we go. All right, so we've got our little tool that's made from a paper clip. If you lose this, you just get another paper clip, open it up, bend the end with a needle nose pliers. All you're doing is making a hook that could fit inside of that little hole to grab the floss and pull it out so that you could set up the Flea Circus. So here's your floss going in, or fishing line if you use that. Here, make sure you feed it till it comes all the way out the bottom. The reason for that is because then you could hold it like this as you reach inside and fish out the line. All right, that's all. All right, so you get your fishing line and you see how it's hooked on there, you pull it out. The easiest way to do this is when the line is, hold on, let me unhook that. When the line is inside, because you've got it fed through both ends, hold this out like that and look through this hole as you stick the little hook inside, and you could literally see as the hook gets underneath the line, making it really easy to pull out. And you're just going to pull it. So essentially your line is going, oops, pull this over here. Your line is going in the top hole, it's fed down through, and then it comes out this hole. All right, I'll show you what you're going to do now. Is you take this, I'll make a new video, switch over. All right, so you've got your line through the top of this one. It comes down, you have it coming out of this hole right here. So now what you want to do is it's hard to do this holding the phone and moving this at the same time. You're going to take your other high wire post and put it through the hole in the back, right? You set it in here, and it'll be in the other hole that's on the bottom, which is down there, to hold it in place. And then you're going to feed the line up this one and out the top. How does that work? All right, so you come over here like this. And again, I apologize for this screwy video because I'm trying to hold the phone and do this at the same time. So we've got this right here, right? There's your line coming out the bottom. And there's a hole in the back on both sides of the cigar box. So you take the end of the line that's coming out the bottom of that, and you feed it through this hole right here. Just like that. So here's where we're at. We've got the thread running through your first high wire pole, going down, coming out of the bottom over here, going through that hole, which feeds through the back. All right, and that one is just laying out here loose. Then we took the top half that was coming out of this one, ran it down this high wire pole. We fed it through. This comes out through here. Use your little tool and you get that out. And now what we're going to do is simple. You take the end of this piece and you feed it, I can't see it, through the hole right there. All right, so here's where we're at now. We've got the line fed through the top of this one, all the way down underneath. It's coming out the bottom. We got it fed through that hole, which is just laying out here in the back. All right. Then the top part comes across. We fed that down this post. It's popped out that hole in the post, and it's through the back hole on the cigar box, which is now laying right here. Now all we have to do is put it back together, which takes a second. Take the small piece goes just like that. This piece, you put your 2 high wire posts into the holes underneath, and you can feel them when they go in. It clicks. It looks like this so far. Now you take your last piece, that goes in the front, and your stage is set. You can move these little caps to scoot them down. To tighten the high wire, all you do is grab these 2 pieces that you fed through the back, and you're going to pull those back, and what that does is it tightens your high wire. There you go. Now back here, you're going to want to have it tied in a knot and just clip off the extra pieces. If you leave this set up, then you never have to take it apart or go through this kind of setup if you leave it set up. But if you're traveling and you want to take it apart, it takes literally 3 minutes to set up. I'm going to turn this off and I'll get the whole thing set, show you how it works. So here we go. That's tied in the back. It's up, you know, it doesn't have to be crazy tight. You want a little leeway. So you grab these extra pieces, and what I like to do is just take a nail clipper and clip it fairly close. All right, so there's that. You've got this little piece. It's just a sparkly pipe cleaner made into a V. You set it up here, and that's your flea is supposedly using that to balance. You pull the rope in the back towards you, and as you pull it, the flea, it'll look like the flea is moving across. Let's see here. So forth till it gets to the other side. Okay, then you've got your cannon. This is I made this out of PVC and then just painted it, you know, and set it there, and you look good. The way the cannon works is you use these things, party poppers. You just go to the store, you buy a package. I think this package had 10, and I think it cost me about $2. And that's for 10 times of doing it. You're going to put the party popper into the cannon with the string coming out of that hole right there on the back. This one here. Okay. I'll set it up and I'll show you how that works. So once you've got the party popper in there, it looks like this. You've got your string hanging out the back. You've got the party popper up top, and what you do, you just push it down. Your string on the back, you get it to hang out just like that. So now it looks like a wick on the back. And you can push this more flush if you want to. I usually don't, because it's so easy to get it out when it's like this afterwards. For the next time you do it, you could just, you know, pinch the side and pull it out. But we don't want to do that. So you leave it sitting like that, and you're good to go. When the time comes for the flea to get shot out of the cannon, you get your little flea, put him in the little hole, and now whatever your presentation is, you just have somebody or you pull the rope. You'll have to hold this in place, because if you just pull it, it's going to slide. So one hand to hold it, the other hand just pulls this. And since I got it in there, I might as well show you. All right, so your cannon's loaded, your flea's inside. You're gonna hold the rope on the back, keep this in place, and turn this however you want it to face. I'm just trying to make it easy for the video. You give it a pull, and there you go. That's how the cannon works. So when you're all done, What I do is if I took this places, now I went ahead, I cut the rope off the back. So you can see now it's slacking down up here. You grab the rope from the back, you just pull it, and it will come all the way out. And I would typically just throw that little piece of fish line away because I have more fish line. It's cheap. The stuff, you just move it aside. The top lifts off. You just pull these out. So you could lay your cannon down there. This could go down there. You know, you got a magnifying glass. You've got giant tweezers. This is dental floss that I use, but if you're using fish line, it all fits. It all fits right underneath, right? And then you put these back on top. You close the top, and you're good to go wherever you're heading to. That's it. Hope you have fun. Hope you enjoy it. I'm not going to send these party poppers to you, only because they explode. I don't know what the legalities are, and I don't want anyone having any trouble. So you'll have to buy those. But everything else that you just seen, it's all down in there. Well, except for that dental hygiene. I gotta floss and get a little thing like that. All right. Any questions? Just give me a call. Bye.